Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today with this video that we're going to be doing is I want to kind of help you guys that are new to rally racing to be able to find a method that helps you improve your skills and get better and still be able to have fun with that. So I'm going to do like a little series of these videos. I'm going to do like maybe 4 or 5 of them. I've got, you know, some themes that were picked out, and these are actual methods that I tried when I switched over from a controller to a wheel stand. Today's wheel stand that we're going to be using is the Thrustmaster TGT2. This has the Evo Racing rim on there. It's a 32 millimeter rim. I like the bigger rims for rally. On my Fanatec setup, I also have the R330 rim. Those are the ones that I use for that. I like the bigger rim. It gives me a better overall grasp of the situation while rally racing. You can do this on smaller wheels, but it's going to be significantly easier on a bigger wheel just getting into rally. Now I also am just using a wheel stand. This is the Next Level Racing Wheel Stand 2.0. There'll be links to all of this stuff in the description of the video. I will link everything that I'm using when I make these videos. Okay, and so this here is going to be the very first one, and these are, I'm not joking, these are the methods that I personally used while trying to get acclimated to a wheel setup, because it is difficult and it does take time and it takes a lot of practice. So I want to try to be as thorough as possible, and for the game that we're going to choose today is going to be the new EA Sports WRC. Now there's a reason why I choose these games, and once we get into here, you're going to 100% kind of understand. And this really helped me. This is the method. So today's lesson is going to be on throttle control and weight distribution. These are 2 very, very important things in rally racing that are going to help you understand and learn how to feel your car and what the sensations in the wheel are actually telling you as you're getting used to this, as you're getting acclimated. So, all right, now without further ado, let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit better shot. I want you guys to be able to see the wheel rim and the display the best you can. So I hope that is a good view for you guys. I believe it is. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this, and we're just gonna do a time trial. You're gonna be spending a lot of time doing these time trials, trying to learn this method of rally racing. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. We are going to go to, it's going to be kind of a long stage. So what you want to do is you want to find a stage that you think is beautiful, something that you can run multiple times, because you're going to be doing this over and over and over again. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the very first one. I really like this stage. It's got some really good stuff. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to switch over to wet roads. You're going to switch over to wet roads, and then you are going to, let me see if there is a, let me see if my car, I haven't even checked this on here to see if it's on there. Group B rear wheel. I don't think it's a group. Nope. I don't think it's in here. I don't think it's in this game. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a Rally B. This car right here is very fast. Now you'll probably remember this from Dirt Rally 2.0. Dirt Rally 2.0 was where I learned these tried and true methods for getting better at rally racing, and I think this is going to really help you guys a lot, especially coming from a controller, because being able to learn like the throttle control and the overall like weight distribution and steering and stuff is very, very important. So what we're going to do. Obviously, we're going to be in this view. You can check whatever view you want, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to do these turns without using any kind of brake at all. So you're not going to be like going full out. You are just going to like let off the brake and kind of like turn your car as you get to like these turns and stuff. If you haven't noticed, I don't have any kind of like little arrows or anything like that on the screen, because you're going to want to listen to your code driver as you're doing this. Now the throttle control is going to give you a lot more. Learning the throttle control with the weight distribution is going to be something that you're gonna want to learn. So is what we're doing is basically the reason why we're doing that is we want to feel the car and we want to get used to the wheel, how the wheel's going to react to like your steering inputs and everything else. Now all of my settings are just set to standard, just right out of the box. I didn't play with anything. Everything is just basically set up to a standard overall. Just default settings for the game, default settings for the wheel, 900 degrees rotation, but the force feedback is at 100%. That's the only thing. There's no other, I guess that's not default, because default I think was maybe like 75 or something. So basically is what you're doing is you want to stay on the road without having to use the brake, no e-brake, none of that. You're wanting to stay on the road. So basically you're just going to go, you are going to be going a little bit slower. Trust and believe this was a lot harder on Dirt Rally 2.0 because I had the Camaro. I used the Camaro, the two-wheel drive Camaro for this with the wet roads. Basically is what you want to do is you want to feel how your car slides. You want to get used to how that feels, so that you can. So like right now, I don't have any throttle. I'm just kind of letting the car kind of slide under me and stuff like that. And believe me, like just doing this. Oh no. Just doing this will actually kind of help you get better at staying on the track too. Believe it or not. That's the whole thing. That's the part of the game is to try to. So I don't have any throttle on. Just kind of going through here. It was a lot easier on Dirt Rally 2.0. So if you do have that game, if you have access to that, it's the same thing. Either use this Audi or the Camaro. Both of those cars are very good to help you learn like weight transfer and the overall, how the car. You want to just get used to how the cars feel and stuff. And trust me, guys, I put a lot of time in there doing this, just trying to get used to how does the wheel feel, how do the cars feel, what can I do with the car, how fast can I take a turn, stuff like that. And as you continue through here, like you'll start to get better, and it is kind of tough to not put your foot on the brake. Trust me, but you just kind of use your throttle to get around the corners and stuff, and it really is it's also kind of therapeutic, believe it or not, to get to pull off some of these slides and stuff. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's cool, that's how that feels, and doing this method is what actually helped me figure out that you don't need an e-brake for some of these corners. You just need to be at the right the right speed for like some of the hairpins. Like you don't need an e-brake, you just need to be at the right speed. You need to give it the right, you got to be able to turn the wheel at the right time to get the perfect angle, and then you can kind of just slide around these corners. That's probably the most rewarding part is the. Okay, so like here, a right turn. And you just kind of give it a little bit of throttle. You'll be able to get the Scandinavian flick pretty easy like that. Just like right when you go to turn around a corner and stuff. Because what happens is the gravel and stuff kind of slows your car. Depending on, I kind of feel like it was better on Dirt Rally 2.0, to be completely honest with you. I feel like I slide a bit more on this, but we're obviously not in the same locations and stuff either. So the best way to do this is to just kind of pay attention to what your co-driver's saying, you know, because and you can set the call outs to like faster or slower or anything like that, so you kind of know what's coming along, so you can kind of like let yourself, you know, ease off the throttle and stuff. But as you're driving and as you're experiencing, you know, the sensations, paying attention to how the car feels, you know, what it does when you go over certain areas and stuff, and it's going to help you. It's also going to help you learn the track a little bit better too. These are very, very long tracks, to be completely honest with you. So, I mean, I haven't even tried this method on this game, so we're learning together on this one. This also does work with Kiloton rally games, all of that. All of these methods that I do teach throughout this are gonna be you're gonna be able to apply these to any rally games, old ones, new ones, everything. They all pretty much are the same. And you can also do this with a controller if you want to improve your skills on a controller as well. You're just kind of reacting, listening to the co-driver. He's going to tell you what to do, where to go and stuff, and then you just got to kind of point your car in the direction and just let off the throttle and let the weight transfer and the momentum kind of just pull you around these corners. It's so rewarding when you pull it off. You know, you get sliding a little bit more. And I say pick a fast car because in that way you can like crank up your throttle to kind of keep you on the track too. You can get yourself going nice and fast in some of these monsters. I mean, obviously the Audi in this game is kind of toned down compared to like what it was on Dirt Rally 2.0. This car was a lot harder to drive and stuff. This car was such a beast on that game. I was like, oh my gosh, but I loved it so much, and I was like, man, I want to drive that car. You know, I'd watch my favorite YouTubers. They would just be like tearing it up in that car, and I'd be like, gosh dang, I wish I could do that. You know, watching like Jimmy Broadbent and all them other dudes, you know, going around these corners and stuff. Oh, I'm going way too fast for that turn. Watching like Jimmy Broadbent and other YouTubers like pulling it off, and now I used to watch their videos and be like, gosh man, I wish I could do that. And now it's like I can watch my own videos and be like, damn, I can't believe I could do that. It's cool, you know, like going through all of these, you know. I mean, I didn't even really start watching other people play rally videos until I started on a wheel setup. Then I was like, oh man, because I felt so lost in the beginning. And then you watch them and you're like, okay, like, and they're talking and stuff, and you're just watching them, and they're not giving you like that like, hey man, this is how you do it. And so that's why I kind of feel like putting this video together was like something that actually is needed, because I needed something like this. I wish somebody would have been like, yeah man, this is how you do it, because I put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this. I didn't give up, and you know, I just kept plugging along, and now I'm fairly decent. I think I'm pretty decent at rally games now. I can pull some cool stuff off. But yeah, like that's the whole point of this method, you know, the weight transfer. You're training yourself nice and slow to see how the car is going to react to some of these turns, and you know, when you're flipping around the corner, you're not necessarily driving slow either. You're trying to get. Oh, we got some tarmac. Yeah, I don't want to go too fast. Just kind of let the momentum of the car kind of slow you down. I think this is a nice long straightaway part. We'll start slowing down right now. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We went too fast. I mean, you can use the brake if you want to, but I feel like you know, this kind of gives you a little bit of kind of get used to how your car is going to react on some of these, like hairpins and stuff. So you just kind of kick it over, hit the throttle and stuff. And your car will just kind of kick itself around. This is a very tight hairpin, so we're probably going to go off the edge without a brake. We got to jump, kick it right there, and then just throttle, mash that throttle. You can feel like your car like shaking and skipping across the ground and stuff, and that's what you want to feel is that feeling of like sliding and stuff. You want to be able to feel that so that you learn to start reacting to the feelings and stuff of the cars. Whoa, if you're not going fast enough. I feel like I should have just used Dirt Rally 2.0 for this, because I didn't realize how this game was going to react to this method. Dirt Rally 2.0, like when you let off the throttle, you kind of get like it's almost like you have an engine brake. It feels like you've downshifted or something. I mean, I guess you could do that on this one too. Just like put your shifting to like whatchamacallit, semi-auto or something. And then just kind of slide around these hills and stuff. I mean, you don't have to do this method for a very long time. You just need to do it until you get comfortable with how the cars feel when they're sliding around the corners and stuff like that. And that's going to help you kind of get a little bit more used to like how the cars are going to react to like your steering inputs and stuff like that too. I mean, this does take a long time. Like it takes a while. You're going to do a lot of practicing and stuff, a lot of messing up. So we want to kind of slow down through here. I mean, on this game here, you probably do want to use the brake. At least when you're coming in from those like fast areas and stuff. Like you'll probably just go ahead and use the brake. There's a lot of straightaways on here. I'm still not going to use it on this video, but I think this has got a nice little... Yeah, these cars on this one don't slow down as quick as they did on Dirt Rally 2.0. I'll have to do like a follow-up video for this with that game, because I feel like I'm still going way too fast on a lot of these, and I shouldn't be doing that when I'm just, you know, giving it a little bit of throttle and then letting off. But I'll tell you what, learning weight transfer and throttle control is very, very important. And that's why I chose that as the very first episode for the for like this little series that I plan on doing. Once you learn how to like control your car, steer your car, and how it feels, how to get good weight transfer, because you got to think about it this way. Even when you brake, your car is still going to be going. You're basically going to be at the same speed that you should be at after you're done braking to make these turns, to be able to feel this. You know what I mean? Like you're just gonna you're essentially still going to be like slowed down to the right amount of speed. So you're not cheating yourself at all. You're just taking out the braking equation and paying attention to like keeping your car in the freaking course by just using the throttle without any brakes. And later down the road, because you're on a wet road, once you get on a dry road, you're going to notice that your traction is going to be different. Like you're going to feel like, oh man, and it's automatically going to hit you, and it's going to kick in that like, oh my gosh, I can pull this off differently. And then you'll understand like, oh yeah, wet roads, you got more slip, you got more slide on the wet roads than you do on the dry gravel. And so when you're on dry asphalt, it's going to feel, well, it depends on the game. It's going to feel more like driving on the wet roads. So you'll be like, oh yeah, that's cool. You'll have that like dual memory, muscle memory from doing that. Like you'll be able to pull off a lot more, a lot harder turns and stuff on the dry ground, because you're training yourself on a wet surface. You're getting used to the slide and how that feels. Woo. And you just keep going and going and going. This is a pretty long track, guys. I should have probably just did a shorter one because I've pretty much conveyed the whole message, but you know, just showing you guys in real time how it looks and how it feels and stuff, or not how it feels, but how it looks to do this. You're basically still getting, you're just getting that better practice. I mean, or you can keep doing what you're doing and just keep driving right off the road and, you know, freaking out. And this is going to help you understand what speed of entry you need for some of these turns too. You're going to be like, or if you come to one and say, like, oh man, I pulled that off like way easy. Like I went right around that corner. Then you're going to understand like your speed, your entry speed for some of these turns and stuff. You know, like your twos, your threes, you know, your ones, twos, and threes can all three be fairly tight turns. Every once in a while, you'll hit a four, and then it'll go into something tighter, or they'll tighten. You know, but for the most part, you're going to be able to learn, you know, the curvature of a road and exactly, you know, if you can punch it, or you're going to have to slow down. Like this is going to help you identify some of these areas. Whoa, shoot. I did not hear what was said. And then you can speed it up too. Like you don't have to just go slow. As long as you're aiming your car in a proper way, you'll be able to freaking pull some of this stuff off. I should have been filming my feet so you guys could see that like I'm not using my brake. Whew. Dang. You know, you want to feel your car and feel how it's going. Just give it a nice little turn and you can feel your car. That's like, once you feel what your car feels like, you'll be able to pull some of these turns off a lot easier and know like oh yeah, my car is going to turn that way, and it's in the rumble, the way the rumble feels, or the way the bounce in your wheelbase feels. You'll know that like, oh yeah, I'm sliding. I'm definitely in a sliding motion. So you can know, like you'll feel that and it'll feel better. If you're not feeling a lot of freaking fast rumble, that means you're not sliding. You're still going straight. But if you're going like right there, man, I'm still sliding. Boom. Then you get leveled out to where you're pointed toward the road. Then you hit it. No. No. I always forget about that turn right there. That's why I'm saying, like, this is a good track to learn on. Feel those slides and stuff. They feel good. And you know what your car's doing. Oh, watch out for them back tires hitting the embankments though, because they kind of mess you up a little bit. Just nice little freaking boom, hit that. Kind of going up the hills. I freaking love the cloud coverage in this game. It looks so good. That's why when you always see me, I'm on the wet roads, because that's a little bit more challenging on wet roads than it is on the... Whew. See, can I pull it off? All right, yeah, we're back on the road. This is going to kind of help you really get to know what your car feels like too. Like, and remember, each car feels a little bit different. They actually do, like weight and all of that stuff. You know, distribution's going to be different, aerodynamics, stuff like that. Those are all things that you got to take into consideration for these cars and stuff. And they do make a decent difference, but for the most part, everything basically feels pretty samey and stuff. Like this suspension on the Audi definitely feels more bouncy than it does in like the Ford Puma. Like the Ford Puma feels a little bit more stiff, where this one here feels definitely more bouncy. I guess you could use the WRC cars for this, to be completely honest. They've got a good speed ratio and stuff like that. You just... Oh, that's a tight pin. That was a pretty tidy hairpin. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of this course. I love this course. Like, I love going up here and on the top of the mountains and stuff. So you just kind of yank it hard and let your car, the weight transfer, pull you around the corner, or slide you to the part where, you know, that weight of your car, you know, you feel it pulling, and then when you stop bouncing, oh shoot, when your car stops bouncing, when your wheel stops bouncing, you know you're not sliding anymore. So now you need to like jump on the throttle and start getting it. But here's the end of this course. So yeah, obviously like playing this on like Dirt Rally 2.0, that was where I learned most of it. That's where I actually developed this freaking thing. Was I wanted to drive the Corvette, so I would jump in the Corvette, and that thing was just, it was so much power. It would just like, I would lose that. I would lose the rear end, everything. So one day I just sat there. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drive through Australia. I'm just gonna drive through Australia, like slowly. I was just like, I I just want to drive this course. I just want to complete the course. So then I did that, and I'm driving. Now I got like the track all wet and everything like that, and I'm just driving. And then I start hitting like these turns, and the car just kind of glides around it all nicely. And I'm feeling that, and I'm like, wow, this feels good. And so I kept doing that. You know, I would run it again. I would run it again. And I would keep doing that. And then I was like, all right, well now I'm gonna, cause that game you could literally just like punch it a little bit and then slow down. And like I was saying, it's almost like it had like an engine brake. So it would kind of slow your car down a little bit. So right when you get to the turn, you'd kind of pull them off all nicely and easily and stuff. And so then I started mixing, you know, like throttle with it, like on straightaways and stuff. I'd be like, well, and then I would throw in like the brakes and stuff, you know, like hit the brakes, you know, like always breaking a straight line on rally games, always breaking a straight line. So yeah, guys, it's just one of those things where like, and now when I'm playing like new rally games and stuff, I'll kind of incorporate some of this lesson into those so that I can get better, so that I can get faster, and help me learn the track and stay on the track and all of that stuff. So I hope this video helped. If this video helped, please let me know in the comment section. If there's other things that you guys would like to know or have me include in these videos and stuff. The next one I'm going to do is going to be like braking and throttle control. Both of those with the weight transfer and stuff, you know, brakes and weight transfer. This one here is throttle control and weight transfer. The next one will be braking and weight transfer, because weight transfer is very important in rally racing. You have to learn how to pivot your car and how to kind of like, you know, because you can like bank left and then bank right real quick and then kind of throw your car into a slide. There's a lot of different methods for doing that. So these are the things that I want to teach in these videos. So, all right, my friends, let me know in the comment section if this helped you, or if you, like I said, and hopefully these videos do well so that more people will see them. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.